Hello guys, welcome to Europa Universalis for the next step in the great PMC evolutionary chain. So, this is the new game that I converted my save into. Now, this episode is gonna be a introduction basically to what we have as setup. I'm not gonna start playing, I'm not gonna do anything else, just show you what I did. So it's 4:30-ish, 4:33. The game came out at 3 o'clock. I spent the last hour and a half. Basically, the game came down like in 5 minutes. I converted the save game with the tool that they graciously provided. The launch, by the way, was perfect. I got the base game, the DLCs from the pre-order. In 10-15 minutes I got the Call to Arms DLCs. Between those times I got the converter pack for CK2. Everything works perfectly. Tried it, converted the save game. I didn't like what I seen. Basically what happened is, I'm just gonna jump here to show you guys. So what happened is, because we converted everyone into Tengri, as you can see, and it converts perfectly. I love that. It's not like shamanist or animist like it's in EU3, because I made an EU3 convert as well, in case this didn't work. Anyway, so since this whole thing is Tengri, the game decided that everyone Tengri should be in the culture group as the Chinese. And that's a problem, because since there's no Christianity, there's no Western tech groups, so basically we wouldn't be able to progress in tech like we needed to, and we couldn't even go into a higher tier of tech group, because Eastern was, I think, like Smolensk or somewhere weird, I don't know where. Somewhere weird got the Eastern group, but it was like a really small country, like Smolensk, for example. They were the only ones. Other than that, Muslims, like the Timurids, for example, and some of these guys down here, Mali, had Islam. Other than that, this whole Europe thing was Chinese tech group. So that was a shame. So I went in, and because this game converts in a weird way, it doesn't actually give you a save game, it gives you a mod that you can use. And if you load it, it basically loads you here. So you can have save games, you can have historical starts, but it uses it like a mod. Which is awesome, by the way, because this way they don't need to fuck with the DLC every time they make out a patch. So that's pretty cool. Right, so what I did in this time when you didn't see me, I released Venice, as you can see. So they are pretty big and pretty scary. I released Bavaria, I released Serbia and Bulgaria. I kept this land, and that's why it looks so weird. I have a little arm here that reaches out, but it's fine. I released Kiev as well, which, to be honest, was a mistake, because it will look okay in this country. Anyway, I did that. Oh yeah, I didn't do these changes here. I made a save game with where basically these countries were made into one. I made Castile one big one here. I made Granada big down here. I made Barcelona here. No, it was Aragon, yeah. I made Portugal, or Portugal. as it is, and stuff like that. But I did that because my save game into EU3 was weird. Anyway, so this is where we start. Tataria is big, we are tiny compared to them, and they will be the biggest threat we'll ever face, basically. I don't want to mess with them until I get some lands back, and to be honest, I released these guys and Bavaria as well to have someone to go to war with and spread out, because I don't want to fuck up the status quo just yet. Anyway, Tataria is kind of interesting. They are humongous, and they are in the Nomad tech group, because technically they are freaking nomads. The same with the Ilkhanate, they are in the Nomad tech group. And the Golden Horde, because they are still here, to my surprise actually. Now I don't know how the game gave out cores, I didn't actually check, but we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, and I basically set almost all of Europe into the Western tech group. Basically the reasoning behind it is we were kind of almost the biggest technology machine around, and it spread out from me, so but I didn't want to fuck with the status quo, like these guys getting high tech and these guys getting low tech. So I went with an interesting situation. So these guys, the countries that should be historically Western tech group, got that, like Scotland and Manchester and Northumberland and stuff like that. Lotharingia, I know they weren't around historically, but yeah, you know. So these guys got it. Also up here, these guys, Poland and Romania and Lithuania. Actually, Lithuania is in the eastern one, Poland is in the western one. That's where I kind of drew the line. So these guys over here are also in the eastern one, except for Kiev, because they were a part of me for a long time. Smolensk as well. Down here, these guys also got the eastern tech group. Serbia and Bulgaria get the western one. And in Iberia, I think, I didn't actually check through everyone, but I think who are Bedouin cultured, they got the Muslim tech group. Oh, except for these guys. Okay, anyway. Mistakes can be made. Right, so these guys are apparently Eastern, but these groups are Western, and these groups are Muslim. Oh, in Valencia. Oh yeah, they are Hungarian, I think. Actually, well, question mark and see. I should fix that. Anyway, so yeah, these guys are Muslim, and I think down here they are Muslim as well. Yeah, I think most of them at least. Yeah, even Syria. Abyssinia got the eastern one. I didn't set it. That was the converter, because they are Orthodox. So they said Orthodoxy. That's eastern. So that's kind of a shame how the converter works in this. But I learned some modding from this, so that's good. Right. Actually, Iraq should be Eastern as well, or Armenia should be a Muslim. But whatever, Armenia is there now, so it's fine. I apparently control that land. I don't want that land. I might give it to Anatolia or something. I don't know. Anyway. So, this is how the conversion went. Now, my plans for the future. Future plan number 1. Play this game to the end. Once that's done, I will see if there's a mod or there's a mod being made to convert the save game into Victoria 2. If there is, and it looks like it's working, I will try it out whenever it's finished. So there might be like a 1 or 2 month pause between EU4 and Victoria 2. Now, if there's no mods and no initiative to do mods, I have a save game that I made for EU3 that I basically handcrafted because the converter did some weird shit. I actually customized it, I didn't handcraft it. I had it made with the converter and then modified a lot of things. Like, as I said here, this is like 4 or 5 countries. And stuff like that, like Tataria went into Russia and stuff like that. Anyway, so so if there's no mod or no converter, I will go to EU3 and play that as a, let's say, alternate timeline to this. And that will go from this starting point, 1444, to 1836, where Victoria 2 starts. Then I will use the converter that's available and hope that it will work to convert it into Victoria, play that, convert it into Hearts of Iron, play that, convert it into East vs West, if that's available. Anyway, for now we're gonna play this game as Carpathia, and we got a nice monarch. Now I just want to jump in and show you guys how it looks like in-game and stuff like that. So this is in-game. There's some trees. I am getting used to this map mode. First it was so weird, I don't know why, because CK2 uses this where it's a solid color on the terrain map, or on the terrain bump map basically. But yeah, I'm getting used to it. I don't know. It might have been the starting colors or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I wish there was an option to have this with a color overlay of this, like a semi-opaque overlay. Anyway, so we got our troops, partly 18 infantry and 7 horsemen. And we got one more troop here, I don't know why. But anyway, things, yeah. Oh, also I should mention, shut up phone, ideas. I had to mod this as well. I got the shitty generic ideas because Carpathia is not a tag or country in EU4, so I had to mod the Hungarian ideas in here. But Z24 is the tag for Carpathia right now. I didn't want to mess with the files. I could have, but I would have needed to edit like 4 files for it to work. And I didn't want to bother with it, so I just named it Z24 ideas. Anyway, these are the Hungarian ideas. Hostile core creation costs us plus 200%, which means that if an enemy conquers our territory, they will only be able to create cores 3 times as slowly, basically. Recover army morale at 5%, that's nice. We can do more rapid campaigns. And if we complete the... what? We have gained all the ideas. Oh yeah, if we complete all of these, we get +1 leader without an upkeep. Okay. I have to preface, by the way, I haven't played this game yet. I played the demo for about 30 minutes to see how the menus look like and what is underwear about. So once I start this in an export, I don't know what will happen. Okay, so your guess is as good as mine, basically. Unless you play the game, because then your guess is better than mine. Anyway, that's the same. Oh, that's the two. Let's recover army morale, and that's core creation thing. Anyway, our ideas are Renaissance Prince, -1 revolt risk. Nice. Bulwark of Christianity. No. Uh, National manpower modifier +20%. I should have renamed this like Bulwark of Tengri or something. Found the Black Army. Discipline +10%. Discipline is nice, and 10% is really nice. Reform coinage, national tax modifier +10%. Nice also. Currently the freedom of the peasantry, production efficiency 20%. So these look like non-colonization-y ideas. I mean, +20% production only works in our mother continent, I guess. So, domestic trade power +25%, and strengthen the towns, and create the estate's general negative religious tolerance no longer gives any penalty. Awesome. That's good. That's nice. Because now it gives me... what? I don't know what. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Anyway, we got stability cost modifiers and increased chance of anywhere for the Tengri faith as well. I don't know what negatives it gives me. I know I can view it somewhere, but I don't know where. Anyway, we are pretty uniformly Tengri, so right now it's pretty awesome. What's funny is we tolerate the animists and the shamanists and stuff like that better than heathens, so that's kinda cool. Yeah, there's things. We have our dudes. Oh yeah, I also put in the... If it works, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I don't think so, at least. I think I put it in, or tried to put it in, the cultural units, but apparently that didn't work. Anyway, I'm fine with that. I'm not angry about it. Not as angry, you know, that I want to do anything with it. Alright, we have missions here. National decisions, nothing really special. I mean, these are the basic ones, I believe, and these are random generated ones, so you know. Yeah, I think Serbia will be my first conquest here. I don't know. Ideas we saw. Western tech groups, so we don't have to fuck with westernization and stuff like that, since we were the leader, or leader-ish, the tech leader. Anyway, no trade range. So yeah, monarch points are there. We got some bonuses at the start, so that's nice. Trade nodes will... I think I checked them out, so oops. I don't know if there was any change from the standard ones. I don't think so. I think these were the trade nodes anyway. So inside our country we have actually 4 or not even 5, like 6. So we got Venice, Ragusa, Wien, Krakow, Kiev, oh yeah, and a little bit of Crimea as well. Oh, and a little bit of Constantinople as well, down here. So that's kind of weird. Wow. Anyway, So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Ragusa first and occupy that territory. Try to get a lot of things from that trade node. Because it might be nice. And things. Because all the trade coming to here actually comes out here. So... oh, it's middle mouse, alright. And then we can influence it to go to, let's say, Wien, which we also have a part in, so, or Venice, which we will conquer. No, we won't. We'll probably conquer most of Wien at least. Right. Especially since we have cores there. Yeah, see? We have cores there, there. Basically on the countries that are released last. So do what you will with that. I kinda modded these countries out, and I modded them with a really ham-fisted approach, so yeah, I don't know. That's why we have land here, which we don't need or want, and that's why we have land here, I think, because that belonged to someone. Anyway, so that's our trade economy, really good. I like that. Even with full army maintenance. Actually, how many armies can we have? Oh, we can have more. Alright. Are we suffering attrition here? No, we are not. Good. Just wanted to check to see if something needed to be done. Anyway, so yeah, we are getting a lot of money from taxation. So that's nice. Also from production, and that is going to be an important thing in our kingdom, production. Diplomacy, we don't have anything special. We have some reconquest casus bellis on places that we... okay, where do I have core here? Nowhere, maybe? Maybe they have some land somewhere? I don't know. Anyway, so we don't have especially interesting relations here, no alliances, no nothing. Our government is a feudal monarchy, which gives me these. We are Hungarian cultured, but you know, most of the people are Hungarian cultured. And we are gaining this many things from our king, who is a 360. So we're not getting any military power, which sucks, but it's fine, I guess. We have advisors now. Oh, thought we are gonna have to start our timer or something like that. We cannot change anything because we don't have the administrative power and research. Alright. And I think that's about it. Let's just look at the cultural map mode if I can find it. Yeah, as I said, this is all new to me, so it's accepted cultures, so those are accepted ones, those are not. Oh, that's where we need to change culture. I see. Okay, I see. Well, not yet, but we shall when we really start. Anyway, it was a cultural map mode, I know. Oh, there. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of the world is Hungarian. There's some cosmopolitania, yay. Germans, Croatians up there, which is kind of weird. Italy is Italian, thank God. That's Mongol, and you know, Swedish Norse. Some Kumans still remaining. That's mostly Bedouin, and that's Castilian. So yeah, interesting things. There's some Dutch people here as well, who are the same color as Germany because they're probably the same group. That's Anglo-Saxon and that's Scottish, so the Mongols will have a weird time doing it. I turn off the hints because I want to play unhinted. Now they are gone. I missed them already. Anyway, we have this, which is nice. I'm going to close it like that. Yes. So yeah, that's our starting point, basically. So be prepared for this LP's continuation. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to shut down this video and start a new one. So stick around.